Hello, everybody, and welcome to I Don't Know. I'm just gonna get into this. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit, a bit awkward for me to do, to say the least. One, no headphones, so that's neat. Ah, great. I gotta deal with this, and I probably should just, you know. So, can it look? I need to remember, I'm trying to stare over there, not over here, over there. That's where my camera is, that's where my second monitor that shows the same thing is. Like, you see that here, but also you might be able to see that there. I'm not going to try to turn it further for if, you know, but, alright. I'm gonna try to explain everything that I'm gonna be doing. Alright, so first on this route, you're obviously wait, no. Brain, good job. You already skipped ahead. Okay, so you're obviously gonna wanna go over here because it's right up there. And then you can fall back down and go into there. So, um I'm gonna see if I can show the advanced trick. Ah, great. Well, not advanced trick, but like the skip. It's gonna take a few tries because this is heavily inconsistent. But this takes 3 seconds to get to from spawn. Can I do it at this point? Holy me. There we go. Now, that's one way to get to there. And you see, I could easily enter that. Now, another way you can get there is just you go all the way over here. And I'd suggest this way if you're just starting out. You go here, you move over to here. Sorry, my brain needs to recalibrate a tiny bit because they've changed the map from when I remember. But you go like this. You skip the first one, you want to hit the second one. The reason why you want to hit the second one is because the first one doesn't give you enough height. Oh, it does. But you gotta stop boosting for that. So, the second one is more reliable, usually. That's why. Also, God, good job, me. Good job at already disproving. Okay, there we go. It usually doesn't work. There we go. And then you go up here. If you fall down, then you're gonna instead want to hit that button, but at the same time, you can just, if you do it correctly, see? And then from here, you'd get over to there. Now, you want to, for this one, if you're new, you probably want to follow it, usually. You want to follow it the normal way. You know, the homing attack, go around this loop. But, if you're me, you can fail to get back. Nah. Um, anyways, what you want to do for. I'm really bad now that I want to show it. Hold up. I got a bit rusty. It takes me. And I messed that up a bit. And you don't want to homing attack that. Then you just follow the path normally. You want to align to about here. Now, if you're going for absolute perfection, you want to just, because it don't really matter. God, can I even do anything at this point? And then you want, can I land on that spring? I'm trying to show you stuff, but I can't do the stuff I'm trying to show you because I want to show you it. Then, when I don't have any of this on, I can show you, oh yeah, you can do this just fine. You know? I've literally done this while trying to teach somebody. You know, you want to land on that spring bow, but I can't because, yay. And then you want to go up to the top. Reason why you don't want to go to the bottom is because while that is faster than the route I'm going to show you, if there wasn't the skip, it's not faster than the route I'm going to show you because of the skip. Now, you want to just hit that third one, right? Hold up, let me double check. It's the third orb, right? No, it's the fourth. Alright, so you want to hit that fourth orb. I really should have got my document more organized before. Thank you, me, for being absolutely useless. Next time you might want to try doing that IRL. But anyways, you go over to here, then you, there we go, then this, jump, homing attack, jump, homing attack that fourth orb. Now, normally, you'd go this way, and that's the way that harder route down there would be faster than. But, if you're trying to speedrun this, just homing attack at any point during that, and boom. And then there, and then I'm pretty sure that's faster. It might be slightly faster to hit one of those orbs. It might be slightly faster to go that way. But either way, you got cyan. Now, yeah. Alright, now you want to go over to around here. Fun fact, if you're riding the rails, at least if I remember correctly, it makes you faster. Then you want to do this. If you aren't going that way, you want to do this, jump, jump, bop, bop, homing attack. Actually, you don't need the homing attack, but, you know, homing attack if you're worried about safety. Don't do whatever I just did. Hi, welcome to trying to make a tutorial on how to do stuff, but I spontaneously become incompetent when I want to do a tutorial. That there exactly. Well, you can also just... Now, I don't know if this route is faster. You can jump on those stone platforms, but that is a bit faster if you want to just, you know. At least if I remember correctly, that is faster. And then, don't do what I'm doing. Do what I'm doing, except for parts where I'm falling off. Because apparently, I'm about as good at this game as somebody who is half asleep playing the game but has speedrun potential. And I pressed spacebar twice, but it only registered the second time after it would have made me fall. Good job, game. I sure do love my inputs. Just... anyways. Let's see me fall off again. Oh, I didn't even press button. Anyways. Oh, I am... I probably should have played this like 70 different times before going ahead and doing a recording. Because I thought, oh hey, I know how to do the route. I shouldn't be that rusty on this game. Apparently I am. Don't do what I do. Alright, anyways, you want to jump onto this spring. You want to go over here. You want to ride this rail. And then you want to angle yourself about here. Homing attack, jump, jump. Grab the green emerald. And bada bing, bada boom. And now, enjoy doing whatever you want. For me, I like practicing that. Now, here's the hardest route in the game. Now, I'm not actually going to... Actually, no, I'm going to do it. Just for show. Okay. Now, you can make it a bit harder, but this is the hardest that I can do. And then, we have this inconsistent mess. Alright? Now, what we're doing is we're using the jankiness of boost in order to stay and climb that very slightly. And good job! Anyways, nah, you might as well be playing a game of gambling whenever you're doing that. I don't know what factors make it work versus not work. And thank you for finding an even faster way so I can look even less competent me. But nah, actually, I don't really care about that one. Well, I do care, but only because it makes it easier for me to get faster runs than my PRs when I actually go for a speed run. Anyways, you know what? I'm not doing that. It took me like 15 minutes one time. And then you want to skip the springs. And I'm just doing it like this. You can land on them with boost still going. And then... holy, I'm going to get wrecked by lag. And then down here, we grab the red emerald. I'm not doing a great job at explaining, but this is meant to be a basic tutorial now. sure, it shows advanced stuff, but it's meant to be basic because, well, you ain't doing it. God knows. Anyways, if you want to be hyper specific with this, you can do a boost clip like that to fling yourself up here. Or you can do it off of this if you want to be faster from that route. I'm calling it a boost clip because, you know, I don't know if the community has a name. Can I show that this exists? Can I? Please? 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 Please. No, I cannot. But you saw it with this. That one's consistent. The other ones are less consistent for me because less practice and because you're basically rolling a dice. If you don't know anything about this, as you can see, you can, like, I'm just gonna get flung there. Ta-da! Now, if I were to do this again, oh look, I got trapped on it a bit that time. So basically, that trick is just, you gotta find out how the game wants it to work. Because it's not gonna work even if the game had, think of it like an RNG generator. You can get somewhat consistent with this, but, well, think of it more like a dice. Loaded such that it's against you rather than for you. You're not going to get the result you want. Almost never going to get the result you want. But, technically, there are factors that can get you a bit closer to the result you want. Technically, if you had perfection, you still couldn't guarantee it per se, given environmental factors changing. But within what they were at that moment, you could also, purple is there, yellow is there, in that temple, but with perfection, you could at least make it consistent-ish, you know? Consistent enough. And ta-da. Yeah, I'm doing a terrible job at explaining, but yeah. And also, if you're gonna grab the overworld emeralds before, in fact, let me reset. Also, you only have the emeralds for free runs. And I'm gonna probably remake this video later. You know? But anyways. So, if you're grabbing the overworld emeralds before you get your green and red emerald, then you're gonna want to go somewhere around this way, not hit that, and then you go here, and this building is what you're looking for, because at this, you can turn at there or after, and then you'd be at the same fountain. That, just watch. that has the emerald. And then from there, you go over to here. You can go that way, or you can go more so that way, if you saw my mouse. And you can, in fact, you can fling yourself off of this. Whoops, did it a bit too well. And land here, or you can't you? Or you can do more so like that. And then you still have the trick I did over there last time, or, great. Or you have this path. Whatever I just did there was not meant to happen. Or you have this path that gets you there too. Anyways, see ya.